Have you ever heard of Ludmila Pavlichenko? Her story is one for the history books. Imagine this. The year is 1941. Ludmila is a 24-year-old history student at Kyushu University. She's smart, ambitious, and just like many of us, had dreams for her future. But history had other plans. When the war broke out, she didn't hesitate. She walked right into a recruiting office to volunteer. Now, the recruiters initially saw her and thought, maybe she'd be a good nurse. But Ludmila had other ideas. She was already part of a shooting club and had earned her marksman badge. She insisted on joining the infantry. After a bit of convincing and showing them her skills, she was assigned to the Red Army's 25th Rifle Division. They handed her a Mosin Nagant rifle, a standard-issue weapon, but without a scope at first. It was a true test of raw skill. Her first 2 kills were near a village called Belyavka. It wasn't easy. She hesitated, but seeing a young comrade fall beside her changed everything. That moment forged her into the soldier she would become. From then on, there was no looking back. She spent the next 2.5 months in intense combat near Odessa, where she recorded an incredible 187 kills. Her reputation started to grow. She was no longer just a soldier. She was becoming a legend. When the Axis forces surrounded Odessa, her unit was pulled out by C2 Sevastopol on the Crimean Peninsula. The fighting there was even more brutal. The siege of Sevastopol would last for over 8 months. It was here that Ludmila truly cemented her legacy. The conditions were horrific, a constant struggle for survival. She spent days, sometimes weeks, on end in the field, hunting in the dangerous no man's land between the front lines. This wasn't just about shooting, it was a deadly game of chess. She had to master camouflage, patience, and the psychology of her opponents. She engaged in 36 sniper duels, one-on-one confrontations with elite enemy snipers. These were the best of the best, and she defeated every single one of them. She once described a duel that lasted for 3 days. It was a battle of wits and endurance against a foe who had taken out over 500 of her comrades. But Ludmila was smarter, more patient. She eventually tricked him into making a mistake and took her shot. By June 1942, her confirmed kill count stood at 309. This number made her one of the deadliest snipers in all of history. But her incredible run came to an end when she was wounded by mortar fire. The shrapnel hit her in the face. Given her fame and value, the Soviet High Command decided she was too important to risk losing on the front lines. So, they pulled her from combat. Her mission changed. Instead of a rifle, her weapon became her voice. She was sent on a publicity tour to the Allied countries Canada, Great Britain, and the United States. She became the first Soviet citizen to be welcomed at the White House by a U.S. president, Franklin D. Roosevelt. She stood before crowds, not as a soldier, but as a symbol of resistance, urging the Allies to open a second front in Europe to help ease the pressure on her homeland. Her speeches were powerful. In Chicago, she famously said, "Gentlemen, I am 25 years old and I have killed 309 fascist invaders by now. Don't you think, gentlemen, that you have been hiding behind my back for too long?" Her words were a wake-up call. She wasn't just a decorated soldier. She was a woman who had faced the horrors of war and was now fighting for her people on a global stage. After the war, Ludmila finished her education at Kigu University and became a historian. Her story, from student to legendary sniper Lady Death to diplomat, is a powerful reminder of the extraordinary things ordinary people can do in the face of unimaginable circumstances. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, please like and subscribe for more.